Hi everybody, welcome to SeniorWise TV. I'm Julie Schubach. I'm the director of the Senior Resource Center at Family Service. SeniorWise TV is a project of the Senior Task Force, an interdisciplinary group of professionals and community members that meet monthly to discuss issues and take action on issues affecting older adults in Champaign County. SeniorWise TV is a collaboration between the local Aging Network, Parkland TV, Urbana Public TV, and the wider community to produce and air engaging local content specifically for older adults in Champaign County. Thank you for tuning in.
I'm Kathy Rhodes from Circle of Friends Adult Day Center. And due to COVID-19, we have been closed for the past year, but we've been doing activities with our customers by computer. We've been doing Zoom and internet types of activities, but that doesn't always work so well with the older population because it's not a technology that we are familiar with. And I am one of those people that have difficulty sometimes with the technology. What we are really good at is using our TV. So we thought, why don't we bring senior activities and education to you via a TV? So that is what we've decided to do.
Hi, I am Michelle Roberts. I am the program director of the Occupational Therapy Assistant Program here at Parkland College. And the goal of SeniorWise TV is to provide opportunities for local older adults to move their bodies, exercise their brain, offer entertainment, and engage with the community from the comforts of their own home, whether they're sheltering at home in the midst of a pandemic, or they are simply not getting out into the community as much as they used to. This is a wonderful opportunity to engage and participate in various programming.
Hi, I'm Liz from Synergy Home Care, and we are so excited to bring you content specifically tailored for you. We will have exercise and stretches you can do right from home. We will have exciting entertainment such as comedians, musicians, and a nostalgic cooking show. And we will also have senior-specific education, health tips, and more. Stay tuned.
Hi, I'm Laura Rice. I'm the Senior Outreach Coordinator at the Champaign Public Library. We hope that SeniorWise TV will be an ongoing community resource that you'll be able to tune into each week. SeniorWise TV is available on Tuesdays at 11 a.m. at Parkland College Television Station and Thursdays at 1 p.m. on Urbana Public Television. Both are available for streaming after the program airs. Email us at seniorwisetv@gmail.com with questions or suggestions for what you'd like to see on TV. Thanks.
Hi, my name is Jacob Johnston from the Urbana Park District, and today I'm going to show you how to access all of our wonderful SeniorWise TV content on YouTube anytime you want. The first thing that you're going to want to do is find an Internet Explorer icon, a Mozilla Firefox icon, or even a Google Chrome icon. All of these will get you to the World Wide Web. Now, I'm going to be using Firefox for this example, so I'll double-click my icon. For those of you who are using a smart device or a phone, it may be a little bit different, but today we're going to be using a standard computer. And I'll wait for it to load a little bit here. There we go. So once your internet browser of choice has loaded, you're going to want to bring your attention to the address bar at the top of the screen. Mine is currently loading into urbanaparks.org, but I would rather go to YouTube. So I'm going to backspace out of all of that stuff and instead type in youtube.com using my keyboard. Once I've typed in YouTube, I'm going to hit the Enter key, and I will not so swiftly be brought to youtube.com. Here we go. Once YouTube decides that it wants to load, we're going to see another search bar at the top of the screen. Do make sure that you're using the YouTube search bar next to the little YouTube icon and not the search bar at the very top of the screen. So in the YouTube search bar, I'm then going to type in UPTV 6, Urbana Public Television 6, and hit enter on my keyboard. If you see this icon, UPTV 6, then you have done it correctly. You'll click on UPTV 6 and be brought to all of their content, which is going to include, again, our wonderful SeniorWise content. Now, we also have our content on a different channel, which is going to be Parkland College's YouTube page. So I'm going to go back up to the YouTube search bar, backspace out of UPTV 6, and instead type in Parkland College TV. All right, if you see Parkland College here, you have typed it in correctly. Go ahead and click on Parkland College, and you will then have access to all of their wonderful content, as well as our SeniorWise materials. All right, I hope that this has helped today. And as always, stay safe and have a great day.
Hi, I'm Julie Pride. I'm the administrator for Champaign-Urbana Public Health District, and I'm here with Dr. Janet Jokola today, and we're going to discuss for SeniorWise some of the questions that we get from seniors in our community about COVID and the COVID vaccine. Before we do that, I would like to just go ahead and let everyone know where we are right now as far as cases. Currently, we have 289 active cases and 9 individuals from Champaign County who are hospitalized. The reason why we're paying so much attention and making so much effort to make sure that seniors get vaccinated is because people 65 and older are at increased risk for both hospitalization and death due to COVID. Of the 137 deaths that we've had in Champaign County since the start of COVID, 76% of those have been in persons 70 and older, and a full 88% of the deaths have been in people 60 and older. So you can see that it's very important not only to follow the mitigation strategies that we have as far as masking and distancing, but most importantly, now that we have access to vaccine, is to get vaccinated. I'm going to start with one of the questions, Dr. Jokola, for you that we got from seniors, and it is, why is it so important for seniors 65 and older to get vaccinated?
Okay, thank you, Julie, and good to be here with you today, and thanks so much for the opportunity to speak with everybody about this really important topic. Julie, you said it really well originally, that most of the deaths and most of the severe illness with COVID-19 occur in people who are older. You know, that's just a fact. You gave the percentages that 88% of the deaths we've seen locally are in people over the age of 60 and you know, and higher. So the severe impact of COVID-19 occurs in those who are older. So it's super critical for people who are older, above 65, to get vaccinated at the first possible opportunity.
Okay, one of the other questions that we have received from seniors, and I know that we get this every time we do a vaccination clinic as well, is can I get a shingles vaccine or any other type of vaccine prior to or immediately after getting my COVID vaccine?
I'm so glad you asked that. I've heard that question many times myself as well. Certainly the Shingrix vaccine, the vaccine to prevent shingles, it's a fantastic vaccine. We recommend people get it when they're eligible to get it. That said, it's important to wait 2 weeks after getting the shingles vaccine before someone goes on to get the COVID-19 vaccine. You have to wait 2 weeks. So that's the recommendation. So it's important to get, you know, both vaccines, but you want to make sure that that they're separated in time by at least 2 weeks.
Very good. Okay, here's one of the questions that I can answer. The question is, I want a vaccine, but I cannot stand in line. I have trouble walking. What can I do? Well, first of all, the way we have our vaccine clinics set up in Champaign County, whether it's through Champaign-Urbana Public Health District or Carl's Dress Barn location, or Christie Clinics locations, or OSF's locations, or even the ones at Francis Nelson or Walgreens, is that we don't have lines. What we do is we do it by appointment so that we eliminate the lines, and we also eliminate the need for any overcrowding so that people might get exposed while they're there. Also, something that we do in Champaign County, which is a little bit different, but it's also very helpful. If you cannot get out of your car, or it's difficult for you to get out of your car at any of these sites, all you need to do is call ahead and we will be able to come out, a nurse will come out to the car and give you the vaccine curbside. So that way you don't have to get out of the car at all. And probably eventually we'll have drive-through clinics as well, but don't wait for it. If you can get it now, get it. Also, if you happen to be someone or you have a family member who is homebound and they cannot get out at all, if you contact me here at Public Health at 531-5369, I can talk to our providers in the community, Carl, Christy, OSF, and they've been going out and making sure that everyone gets vaccinated, even if they're homebound. Okay,
That's awesome.
here's another question for you, Dr. Joukala. When am I considered fully vaccinated, and what does that mean?
That's a good question. It's another one that comes up all the time. So in terms of being fully vaccinated, there's a few different vaccines out there now which are available. We've heard about the mRNA vaccines, the Pfizer vaccine, the Moderna vaccine. Those require 2 doses. So someone is fully vaccinated after they've received the second dose. And moreover, it's 2 weeks after the second dose when someone is fully vaccinated and has received the full protection from those vaccines. So for the Pfizer vaccine, the second dose is given no earlier than 3 weeks after the first dose. The Moderna vaccine, it's no earlier than 4 weeks after the first dose. So again, it would take a little while to get fully vaccinated, but with those 2 vaccines, it's 2 weeks after the second dose. With the Johnson & Johnson vaccine, which is now available as well, that's just a one-shot vaccine. So again, 2 weeks after that dose, someone is thought to be fully vaccinated as well.
Very good. And here's a question for me. How do I make an appointment for COVID vaccine if I don't have the internet? We make it very easy to get appointments here in Champaign County. You can call anyone who's 65 and older can call us here at Champaign-Urbana Public Health District at 531-5369, and we will have a scheduler call you back to get you in. We also, if on Mondays, usually Mondays around 11, we will release that week's vaccine clinic. So that will have phone numbers on it as well. Carl has a phone number to call. Public Health has a phone number to call. All of them do. Or you can have somebody assist you with it on the internet as well. Okay, another question for you. I have really bad allergies. I'm allergic to all sorts of things. Can I still get the COVID vaccine?
This is another really common question, and we understand that people are concerned about this. The short answer is yes, as long as someone has not had an allergic reaction to any of the components in the vaccine or to vaccines previously. So in addition, the precautions that are taken after someone receives the dose of the vaccine, they're observed for 15 minutes to make sure that everything is okay and there's no unexpected things happening. And in addition, for people who do have a history of allergies, they're observed for 30 minutes after they receive that dose of the vaccine. So again, there's lots of precautions in place to carefully observe people and make sure things are all right. That being said, the number of serious allergic reactions after these vaccines, since they've been rolled out starting in late December, has been incredibly low, very, very low. So it's being watched, it's being followed, and so the short answer to the question is yes, people who have allergies can get the vaccine.
Yeah, and I do think, and we've gotten this question a lot too about, it's not something that where you're going to have anaphylaxis, the allergic reaction a week afterwards. I mean, it's an immediate thing. And that's why we do observe people at every single site where vaccinations are doing. Medical professionals are right there. They have all the, EpiPens and Benadryl and everything that they might need to address it. And then, worst case scenario, there's also, we have ambulances nearby. So that's the main concern that, I think that if people understand that really it's only that short period after there where they're going to have the reaction. It's not something that's going to pop up a week later. So thank you.
Great point. Thanks.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Let's see. I have a question here. I did not want to get the vaccine when you were having the iHotel clinics, but I've changed my mind. Can I still get it? absolutely you can still get it. And in fact, we encourage you to get it. It is very important to get it. And as someone 65 and older, you will get priority. All you have to do, like I said, is just give me a call here at Public Health and we'll get you worked into one of the clinics, whether it's here or through our many community partners. Okay. Here's one, Dr. Jokola, and we've gotten this one a lot here at Public Health as well. I've already had COVID. Why do I need to get vaccinated?
Yeah, again, you're right, Julie. We hear this all the time. The vaccine provides just a high degree of protection, higher right now than what our understanding is that the natural infection can cause. As we all know, with the infection of COVID-19, there's a wide clinical spectrum that it can cause, and some people may have very mild or even no disease. They may be asymptomatically infected, or it could result in very serious illness. That being said, we're still learning about the immune response to this. Part of the concern is that when people have a mild infection, they may not develop a robust immune response. And so that's precisely why the vaccine would be needed for everybody. It's like insurance, just to be sure that you're covered and that you'll develop the appropriate antibody response so that you won't potentially get reinfected down the road or potentially get severe disease from it. So anyway, again, long story short, if someone's had COVID, the vaccine is still necessary. It's still indicated. So.
And there's another part of that I've noticed that we've been asked multiple times, so I'll just throw that one in as well. There seems to be a belief out there that anyone who has had COVID needs to wait 6 months or 3 months to get vaccinated. Can you address that?
Oh, sure. Yeah, it's absolutely, that is a related question. And no, the answer is no, you don't have to wait. The initial thinking and the initial understanding was that perhaps people would be protected for a couple of months after getting COVID. But again, the fact is, we don't really know still that much. We're still in the pandemic, we're still learning, and we're still gathering information. So anyway, long story short, if someone has COVID, they've recovered, absolutely no symptoms, they can get the vaccine. You don't have to wait for a couple of months and all of that. You can get it now. I think another concern early on is there may not be enough vaccine to go around for people who need it. So again, if there are appointments available, the vaccine is plentiful, absolutely get the vaccine now. The best vaccine you can get is the first one that's offered to you. Just go get it and don't wait.
Exactly. Get the first vaccine you can get. And there is not really a vaccine shortage. So people need to make sure that they're, taking the vaccine when they get the opportunity. I have a lot of people who are concerned that they're not as much at risk of someone. If you're eligible and you can get an appointment, please get the appointment. We are making all kinds of accommodations for people who have difficulty getting in. So, don't worry about it. If you're eligible to get it, please go get it. Okay, here's another one for me. If the COVID vaccines are free, why do some places ask for my insurance or Medicare card? So the vaccines are provided at no out-of-pocket cost to anyone who gets them. What is allowed is an insurance fee. It's called an administration fee that hospitals or clinics can charge, and pharmacies that can charge to help defray the cost of the staff and everything providing the vaccine. And we're not doing that at Champaign-Urbana Public Health District, but other places are, and it's perfectly fine. It does not matter where you get the vaccine, even if they ask for your insurance card. If you don't have one, you're still not going to be charged, and you're not going to have any out-of-pocket cost at all. Even if, let's say, you go in and you have a insurance card, but you have a high copay, they give you the vaccine. The Affordable Care Act has made it so that you're not going to get any type of out-of-pocket costs. So again, the vaccine essentially is free to everyone as far as out-of-pocket costs. So don't hesitate to get it. Okay, let's see. Here's one. Okay, why do I have to wear a mask after I get vaccinated?
That is such a common question, and it comes up again and again and again. Here's the situation. Again, we're still in the middle of a pandemic. We're still learning about what's going on and how this all works. We don't know for sure yet if people who have been vaccinated may still be able to transmit the virus. Now, there's data emerging that suggests that that isn't the case, but that means people who are fully vaccinated. So again, with the mRNA vaccines, Moderna or Pfizer, that means after the second dose, 2 weeks after the second, 2 weeks after the second dose. But all the same, there's so much virus still circulating out there that we just don't want to take the risk that even someone who's been vaccinated could pick up the virus, carry it in their nose, not know they have it, and potentially spread it then to someone else. So it's a way to protect the person wearing the mask, but also everybody else who may still be at risk for catching the virus. Hopefully, as more people get vaccinated, as we get closer to that concept of herd immunity, which is a bit of a moving target in terms of what kind of numbers we're talking about, but hopefully as we get closer to that, so there's less virus circulating, then things will change. But for right now, it's still important to practice physical distancing and wearing a mask.
Yeah, and I'm talking about herd immunity. That's kind of a good segue into one of the target of herd immunity is kind of elusive right now. We don't know exactly what it's going to take to get that. We don't know if our country will get it, but we do know that as a county and as a region and as a state even, even if it becomes something that is not fully taken care of by herd immunity everywhere, we can certainly protect our healthcare system and those most vulnerable in our community. So the more people that are vaccinated in our region and the hospital's catchment area, even if it's still remaining in our country, certainly, people will be protected by the vaccines and then not overwhelm our healthcare system, which of course is a concern with pandemic strains in general. Okay, here's
That's
another
right.
one. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, no. Just to add on to that, there's a lot of talk about the variants as well, and people have probably heard about that. But the whole idea between getting people vaccinated so they, won't get seriously ill from the virus, from the infection, and then continuing to practice social distancing and wearing masks. The whole idea is we want to dampen down the spread of the virus. And what that will do, first, it will prevent additional infections, which we all want to see, but it will also help prevent the development of new variants, of new mutations in the virus, which could just throw a monkey wrench into the whole thing. So right now is still a really important time to continue to be careful, continue to wear masks, physical distance, and get the vaccine. All three of those.
Yeah, I think that people don't understand that every time the virus passes from person to person to person, that is another opportunity for it to mutate in a way that will come up with a variant that will render basically the vaccines non-effective. So we don't want to have to start everything all over again. We do not want to do that. Okay,
No.
Here's a question for you. I was hospitalized and I received monoclonal antibody treatment. How long do I need to wait to get my vaccine?
That's an important question too. I'm glad that people are thinking about these things and asking these kinds of questions. The idea is if someone gets this monoclonal antibody treatment, so that means there are antibodies in the person's system against COVID-19, which continue to circulate, in the bloodstream and in the tissues and everything else. What we know about these antibodies, these monoclonal antibodies, is that they stay in the body and persist in the body for about 3 months. So the recommendation right now is to wait 3 months after the monoclonal antibody treatment before you get the vaccine. The idea is if someone gets vaccinated early, that these monoclonal antibodies, which are in the body system, will counteract the effect of the vaccine, and it will be kind of like, well, what's the point? There'd be no value in getting the vaccine early. So it's best to wait 3 months after getting the monoclonal antibody treatment before going ahead and getting the vaccine.
And I do think that may be the source of the confusion where people think that if they've had COVID, they should wait three 3 months, but that's not the case. Okay, I've just got a couple more questions here, so and they're both for you. So here's one. What is the difference between the vaccines that we have available right now, the Pfizer, the Moderna, and the Johnson & Johnson, and is one or the other better for seniors?
Thanks, Julie. The best one for seniors is the first one that you can possibly get. So there's no difference between the vaccines in terms of how effective they are in seniors. Again, the most critical thing is to get vaccinated as soon as you can. So whichever one becomes first available, just grab that opportunity and get the vaccine. So as you said, there's 3 different vaccines out there. 2 of them are these mRNA vaccines, so Pfizer and Moderna. I've had Pfizer, and it's, I haven't grown a third.
I've had Moderna.
Like there you go. And they're highly effective. They require 2 doses, and they work really well. Same with similarly, the Johnson & Johnson vaccine also works really well. It requires only 1 shot. It's a different mechanism, not the mRNA. It requires 1 shot. It's also highly effective. Again, all that said, there's not one that's favored for seniors more than the other. The best one is the first one you can get.
Absolutely. That's the important thing. And I tell people all the time, because they ask me, which one would you get? And I tell them, I would give my grandparents, my parents, if they were alive, my children, or myself, any of the 3. I have no hesitancy whatsoever with any of them. I took the first one that was available to me. It just happened to be Moderna, and I was happy with that. Okay, so here's the last question, and it's kind of a biggie, and it's kind of going to need you to kind of predict, but it's one we're all trying to think about. And that is do you think that we're going to eventually, all of us, need to get a COVID shot every year, just like we get a flu shot?
Yeah, that is a big question. And I don't think anyone has a firm answer on that just yet. There's a lot of speculation, perhaps, and a lot of thinking about this. Some of the things I've heard so far is that we may be in a situation where we will require booster shots. And so the question is, when, how often, and would it be like a year-to-year kind of thing? Perhaps, but I don't think we know yet. I think, unfortunately, one of the situations we're in, because the virus is so widespread, and we aren't talking about just in Champaign County or Illinois or the United States, we're talking about the world. Because the virus is so widespread, it's hard to imagine the virus today. Maybe this will change, who knows? But it's hard to imagine the virus at this point being eradicated. I mean, that'd be fabulous. It could be eradicated from the face of the earth. I don't think that's going to happen, or at least not anytime soon. So that being said, knowing that the virus mutates, it's very possible that we will require additional vaccinations going forward, but I think it's too soon to say yet if it will be yearly or exactly, what that will be like. But it's so hard to say. What do you think, Julie?
I think that eventually we'll need them. How often, who knows? I mean, will it be like a flu shot? I don't necessarily think that, but I just want to remind everyone that, we get yearly flu shots because there are different strains going around, but we also, you don't think about it as often, but, you also have to get a tetanus shot every 10 years, and that's tetanus, diphtheria, and pertussis in there. We need boosters sometimes of measles, mumps, rubella vaccine. So, it's not really an uncommon thing. So it's nothing that, concerns me that, oh no, I'll have to get another shot, and maybe in a few years. So I'm just really thankful that the technology was there and they were made so quickly. That's what is the exciting thing for me. So, well, thank you, Dr. Joukala. That's all the questions I have. And thank you everyone for listening to SeniorWise today.
Welcome back to SeniorWise TV. Up next, I'd love to introduce the very talented Chrissy Sparks. I hope you enjoy.
Hello, it's good to see everybody out there. Oh, I can't really see you, but anyway, my name is Chrissy Sparks, and I am so glad to be doing this today for the Urbana Park District. and I have really enjoyed playing at certain events over the years, and I'm just so happy to have been invited to do this today. I hope that you will enjoy the music I'm going to sing and play for you, and feel free to sing along and just have a good time as we share the joy of music. Well, everybody's going out and having fun. I'm just a fool for staying home and having none. I can't get over how he set me free. Oh, lonesome me. Well, it's a bad mistake I'm making by just hanging round. I know that I should have some fun and paint the town. A lovesick fool is blind and just can't see. Sing along. Oh, lonesome me. I'll bet he's not like me. He's out and fancy free. He's flirting with the girls with all his charm. Well, I still love him so. And brother, don't you know, I'd welcome him right back here in my arms. Well, there must be some way I can lose these lonesome blues. Forget about the past and find somebody new. I've thought of everything from A to Z. Hear me, hear ya. Oh, lonesome me. Here's some piano. He's not like me. He's out and fancy free. He's flirting with the girls with all his charm. Well, I still love him so. And brother, don't you know, well, I'd welcome him right back here in my arms. Well, there must be some way I can lose these lonesome blues. Forget about the past and find somebody new. I've thought of everything from A to Z. Oh, lonesome me. Yep, sing along. Oh, lonesome me. One more time. Oh, lonesome me. Yee-hoo! All right, I hope you were singing along out there. And you know, you can play this over and over and just keep on practicing and getting better, hopefully, right? Hopefully you'll see this more than one time. I just came from school. I work over in Danville at Mark Denman Elementary, where I teach kindergarten through 4th grade, both online and in person right now. But we're doing okay dealing with all that's going on right now. And I am just happy to be able to share music with the youngsters and also with you. So how about some Patsy Cline? I love Patsy Cline music, and this is one of my favorites that she did called Crazy. You might want to get up and dance to this one, or just dance in your chair. Crazy, I'm crazy for feeling so lonely. Yeah, I'm crazy, crazy for feeling so blue. Well, I knew that you'd love me as long as you wanted. And then someday, well, you'd leave me for somebody new. Worry, oh, why do I let myself worry? Well, I'm wondering, oh, what in the world did I do? I'm my love could hold you. Well, I'm crazy for trying, and I'm crazy for crying, and I'm crazy for loving you. Well, I'm crazy for trying, and I'm crazy for crying, and I'm crazy for loving you. Some Patsy Cline for you. Oh, thank you. When I'm not teaching at school and I'm not making macaroni and cheese for my kid, because he loves that, I get to play piano at the Beef House Dinner Theater over in Covington, Indiana. Some of you may have been there before. It is an amazing place where they do have shows, dinner shows, and they do take group tours. You know, some of these groups, maybe like the Urbana Park District, can get on a bus and go on over there to Covington, Indiana, and we have shows all the way throughout the year. I just got done doing a dueling piano show last month there, and it was just so much fun. We're getting to do a show with Logan Kirby coming up, and I'm not sure when you're going to be watching this, but all throughout the year. In April, we're going to do like a gospel type show with a quartet, gospel quartet singers. Several shows throughout the summer, ending with a beautiful Christmas program. So if you get a chance to check out the Beef House Dinner Theater, they do have a website. They have a phone number, of course. I'm not sure what it is off the top of my head, but like I said, they have a Facebook page, website. You can probably figure out how to get a hold of them. I would love to see you out there. Check it out. I love boogie woogie music. Being a piano player, raised with a dad that played guitar, we did a lot of boogie woogie type music. And this is one called the Chattanooga Shoeshine Boy. Have you ever passed the corner of 4th and Grand, where a little ball of rhythm has a shoeshine stand? People gather round and they clap their hands. He's a great big bundle of joy. He pops the boogie woogie rag, the Chattanooga Shoeshine Boy. Well, he opens up the business when the clock strikes 9. He likes to get him early when they're feeling fine. Everybody gets a little rise and shine. He's a great big bundle of joy. He pops the boogie woogie rag, the Chattanooga Shoeshine Boy. Well, it's a wonder that the rag don't tear the way he makes it pop. Well, you ought to see him fan the air with his hippity hippity hoppity 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 hop. He opens up the business when the clock strikes 9. He likes to get him early when they're feeling fine. Everybody gets a little rise and shine. He's a great big bundle of joy. He pops the boogie woogie rag, the Chattanooga Shoeshine Boy. Boogie woogie. But it's a wonder that the rag don't tear the way he makes it pop. Well, you ought to see him fan the air with his hippity 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 hoppity hoppity hop. He opens up the business when the clock strikes 9. He likes to get him early when they're feeling fine. Everybody gets a little rise and shine. He's a great big bottle of joy. He bumps the boogie woogie rag, the Chattanooga Shoeshine Boy. Well, he pops that boogie woogie rag, the Chattanooga Shoeshine Boy. Woo! Dream, 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 dream. here's this one. Tonight you're mine completely. Cha-cha-cha, cha-cha-cha. You give your love so sweetly. Tonight the light of love is in your eye. Let me hear ya. But will you love me tomorrow? Is this a lasting pleasure or just a moment's pleasure? Can see the love light in your eyes. But will you love me tomorrow? Tonight with words unspoken, you say that I'm the only one. But will my heart be broken when the night meets the morning sun? I'd like to know that your love is a love I can be sure of. So tell me now, and I won't ask again. Will you still love me tomorrow? Will you still love me tomorrow? Get ready for the cha-cha-cha. Here we go. Will you still love me tomorrow? Cha-cha-cha. All right. If you do get on Facebook, I have a personal Facebook page where I put a lot of my performances coming up on it. And that's Chrissy Sparks, C-H-R-I-S-S-Y, Sparks. And that is my maiden name. It's not a stage name like some people think. That's the name I was born with. So I like to say that. Let's see, how about another good sing-along? Oh, and by the way, I love playing for birthday parties, weddings, funerals, church services, retirement parties, high school reunions. And so get in touch with me if you need some entertainment like that, because I just love doing that. Let me call you sweetheart, I'm in love with you. Let me hear you whisper that you love me too. Keep the love light flowing in your eyes so blue, and let me call you sweetheart, I'm in love with you. Now I'm gonna play it and maybe you can sing it. Here we go. that's the time I'll be thinking of you. So anytime you say that you want me back again, that's the time I'll come back home to you. That's right. You want me back again, that's the time I'll come back home to you. Yay! Okay, now what should we do? How about a nice, slow love song? So you can get up and dance if you'd like to, or just sing to your sweetheart or your cat or your dog. Some say love, it is a river that drowns the tender reed. Some say love, it is a razor that leaves your soul to bleed. Some say love, it is a hunger. It's an endless aching need. And I say love, it is a flower. And you, it's only seed. Just remember, in the winter, far beneath the bitter snows, lies the seed that with the sun's love in the spring becomes the rose. What a great song. I like to do one song where I yodel. So if you don't like yodeling, I'm sorry. It'll be short and sweet and we'll be done. If you need to take a break and come back, that's okay. If not, if you're going to sit there and watch this, there's going to be a line in the song that says, I want to hear the coyotes howling. And then you got to immediately be ready to go, howl! So there's a couple people in this room, not very many, but maybe they might help us out. Okay, so here we go. Old Patsy Montana song. I want to be a cowboy sweetheart. I want to learn to rope and ride. I want to ride o'er the plains and the deserts out west of the Great Divide. Here we go. I want to hear the coyotes howling. Oh, while the sun sets in the west. All right. Want to be a cowboy sweetheart. The life I love the best. Adio-lay-tio, adio-lay-tio, adio-lay, odele, odele, adio-lay, I wanna ride old paint, going on a run. I wanna feel the wind in my face. 1,000 miles beyond the city lights, go at a cowhand's pace. I wanna pillow my head near the sleeping herd while the moon shines down from above. I wanna strum my guitar, roll delay. That's the life I love. Well, I delay, oh delay, oh delay, de-oh delay, de-oh delay. I delay, oh delay, oh delay, de-oh delay. I de oh delay, de-oh, come on, oh delay, de-oh delay. I de oh delay. Woo! Everybody say yeehaw! Woo! And I would like to thank Jacob and all of the technicians here at the Urbana Park District for doing this for you that can watch this. What a great thing. I know that there have been some other fantastic performers in this series. So thank you for supporting live music and supporting just, you know, the arts in general. And so I have a couple more that I'd like to play for you. And when I do play for some of the luncheons that I've been able to do over the summers, I always get a request to play this song, and I'll never live it down, because one day I was sitting at the acoustic piano in the banquet area, and I happened to lift up my leg like Jerry Lee Lewis does. I was sitting down, and I did it that one time when I played this Great Balls of Fire song. And then, so these certain group of ladies, they always want me to play this song. So I'm gonna do it for you guys, but I'm not gonna lift my leg up today, or tomorrow, or probably anytime again. You shake my nerves and you rattle my brains. Too much love drives a girl insane. You broke my wheel, but what a thrill. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. Love to love cause I thought it was funny. You came along and you moved me, honey. I changed my mind, this love is sure fine. And goodness gracious, great balls of fire. Kiss me, baby. Ooh, it feels good, yeah. Hold me, baby. I wanna love you like a lover should. You're fine, so kind. I got to tell this world that you're mine, 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 mine. I chew my nails and I twiddle my thumbs. I'm getting nervous, but it sure is fun. Come on, baby, you drive me crazy. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. This is probably where I would have lifted my leg up. You can just imagine, or you can do it at home by yourself. I'll just play with my elbow. How's that? Woo! Yeah, kiss my baby. Woo! It feels good. Hold me, baby. I wanna love you like a lover should. You're fine, so kind. I got to tell this world that you're mine, 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 mine. I chew my nails and I twiddle my thumbs. I'm getting nervous, but it sure is fun. Come on, baby, you're driving me crazy. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. Oh, that's always fun. Oh my goodness, I've been doing this for so long. Probably started taking lessons when I was 5, and that was just a complete blessing to be able to take lessons. My dad was a guitar player, but then he signed me up for lessons so I could learn how to read music, and I just still play every Sunday in church and at the school, and I don't know what I would do if I didn't play music. I'd probably be a better cook, because I always say that being an only child, my mom did not make me go in the kitchen and learn how to cook like her. She always encouraged me to practice my piano, which that was great. but I wish I would have learned a little bit more off of her good cooking skills. Oh well, we can't have it all. I'm going to do a couple more for you. I always love doing this with groups, especially of seniors, because I do love America and the USA, and this is always a good one that kind of touches the hearts of people. So, God bless the USA. If tomorrow all the things were gone I'd worked for all my life, and I had to start again with just my children and my life, well, I thank my lucky stars to be living here today, 'cause the flag still stands for freedom and they can't take that away. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the ones who died, who gave that right to me. And I'll gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today, 'cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. From the lakes of Minnesota to the hills of Tennessee, across the plains of Texas, from sea to shining sea, from Detroit down to Houston and New York to LA, well, there's pride in every American heart, and it's time we stand and say that I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the ones who died, who gave that right to me. And I'll gladly stand up next to you, defend her still today, 'cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the ones who died, who gave that right to me. And I'll gladly stand up next to you, defend her still today. There ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. This land is your land, this land is my land. From California to the New York Island, from the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream waters, this land was made for you and me. One more time. This land is your land, this land is my land. From California to the New York Island, from the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream waters, this land was made for you and me. Well, thank you very much for listening. It was very nice sharing some music with you at the Urbana Park District. I'd like to thank them once again for having me. I really hope that I might get to see you on down the road somewhere out and about. Have a great day. I'm Chrissy Sparks. One more time. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Island, from the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream waters, this land was made for you and me. So long, thank you.
Thank you for tuning in to SeniorWise TV. We hope you enjoyed the show. This video can be accessed anytime on youtube.com. Type in UPTV6 in the YouTube search bar and look for their microphone logo. We hope you will join us again next week for more local, engaging content designed specifically for Champaign County older adults. Take care and stay safe.